and stabbing me, and I'm going back and he's driving forward, one is I'll probably end up falling, and two is I'm perpetuating this death zone, this range where the knife likes. So if I can't, he charges in. If I can't drive him back with a good punch to the face, then what I have to do is charge forward. Okay. Now if I'm going to grapple against the knife, which is never a fun thing to do, okay, let's set up certain rules that I need to accomplish. So let's talk, before we talk about techniques and tools, let's talk about mini objectives. Yeah. What's overall objective? To disengage while taking as minimum amount of damage as possible. What's the strategy? Well, we have two strategies. Back up, and if that's not working, then drive forward. All right, so we've chosen this strategy of drive forward. Okay, we have a few objectives here. The first one is get as close as possible to him. All right, that means chest to chest. That means as close as possible to him, not necessarily to the knife. Okay, because the knife on its own is not dangerous, he's dangerous. So if I just control the knife and I don't have any control of him, besides him hitting me or pulling the knife, I've got nothing. I need to be able to control him. So get as close as possible first. I've managed to achieve that. Only then can I move to the next thing. Try to control the limb with the knife. Okay? I've managed to do that. I want to make sure that it can't move around. I want to make sure that it doesn't switch hands on me. All right, so I want to isolate the hand. Now from here, he can't switch hands. I've isolated the hand from the body. Now I can go into striking and hitting. And finally, I want to disengage in a way that's not going to take damage. Okay? So we have a few points that we have to meet along the way if we've decided that we're going to drive in. Okay, the first one is drive in as deep in as possible. Because if I don't accomplish one, I can't go to two. If I try to control here the limb without taking control of the space, I can't control the hand without controlling the space. Now that I'm here, I have many ways, many tools that I can control, but none of these will work if I don't have the space. Okay, so objective one, I blocked, not take damage, but I'm going to drive in. This is where I'm trying to go. Two, control the limb. Okay, there are various tools of doing that. But controlling the limb isn't enough, because from here I can switch hands behind my back, and now I have a different problem. Okay, I have to go here. Okay, so I want to control the limb, and now I want to isolate. Okay, I can isolate by boom, hitting him in the groin, dropping his base, using frames to keep him off. Okay, cool. I've managed to do that. Now it's time to start to think of how I get out of this situation. I've stabilized, and now how do I get out? Keep on striking, keep on hitting. Okay, control the hand, and disengage in a way that's not going to get attacked. There are different tools to do this. Overhooks, underhooks, 2-on-1s, all are fine. I can knee, I can elbow, I can headbutt, I can bite. All of these are good. So before we put together our recipe, our meal, let's figure out the ingredients and the order that they have to happen. Because if it doesn't happen that order, it doesn't work. Okay? So when we understand that, now I can talk to you about tools. The first thing first, he's going to stab. Right? If I can get away, great. If he's charging forward from here, and this is not going to end well. So he's committed forward. I'm going to commit forward too with my block, and I'm going to drive him as close as possible. Okay. Where did you end up? Let's do this again. Okay, I'm here now. Okay, maybe the tool I'm going to use is an overhook. Maybe the tool I'm going to use is an underhook on this position in the tie. I don't necessarily know where we're going to go, but I know what I need to accomplish. Okay? So now let me give you one played out scenario. He stabbed, I closed in the space. I'm going to drive forward again as close as possible. And I'm going to wrap this hand in, I'm going to lock it in. Now, how to use the overhook tool is I need to bring my elbow close into my ribs to lock it in place. From here, he can slide his hand out, he can move, he's got freedom. From here, when I bring my elbow in, pull your hand out, if he's strong, he can move me around, but the hand isn't going anywhere. If we were now to trip and to fall on the ground, the hand still isn't going anywhere. Boom! Ah! Gosh! Okay. From below, block, drive in as close as possible, control. When I have control, I bring my elbow into my rib. Knees, hammer strikes, and from here disengage. So it's pretty much, I'm doing the same in both situations. The first one, when I block from above, I'm going to bring my hand across and I'm going to bring my elbow in. When I block from below, I'm going to bring my hand, so I'm either wrapping from above or wrapping from below. In both cases, once I've got the wrap, I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to knee him to break his posture, and I'm going to frame, and I'm going to fight my way out. So I don't really think about it as two different techniques. We have a tool, an overhook and an underhook. They're very, very similar tools, but the movements and everything else is pretty much the same. The only thing I need to show you is the safe disengagement. Safe, nothing safe, especially not here. Okay, but from here, I've got the overhook, I've locked it in. After I've softened him with elbows, with knees, I want to step behind him. I want to go here. I'm going to slide my hand to the wrist. This is the part where I'm the most vulnerable. So I'm only going to go there after I've softened him up, and immediately I'm going to push the hand first, and then the body, right? Because I can't simply disengage from here. I can't just let go of him, okay? We're here, knees, hammer strike, same thing. I'm going to step here behind him, and I'm going to use this, come with me, Tony, just, okay? I'm going to use this to throw the hand and then the body in order to disengage. Okay, so similar thing, first the hand, then the body, and then I step away. Okay, I like teaching it like that much better because we're focusing on the right thing. We're not just focusing, because if the focus is stab from above, the focus shouldn't be on the overhook, because you'll stab yourself, you won't get any control. I'm not trying to do an overhook. I'm trying to close up, I'm trying to smother him, I'm trying to break his posture and isolate the arm, and then I want to fight my way in a position that I can effectively get out. Okay, so again, focus not on the specific tool, but on the outcome that you want and on how to get there. Questions? So the setup is like this. We're working cooperatively. I'm working in a range like this. I'm driving forward with my body like I'm trying to run him over. And I'm going to put my knife through his chest multiple times, slowly. When I drive forward, you drive forward too. You connect, you knee to the groin, you separate. We do it at the beginning cooperatively. Whoop.
Oh, screw down.
No, good. No, I thought you tripped. I was still giving you a bit of resistance, right? Yeah. Which is good. That's how I learned. What resistance was I giving? I was trying to pull my hand out a little bit. Okay, just to give him, because if I don't do that, how does he know if his grip is secure? Okay, but at the level that where we're training at. Okay, again. Oh, I'm giving just the corrections that he needs at an isolated place. Okay? Okay, stop. So that's 2 times that happened to you. Let's see how we can fix that again. Okay, stop. Exact. What do we have here? Yeah, we don't want that, do we? Yes, cool. Your forearm is a little bit inhibiting you coming in, and you're doing that because I'm doing that. So it's my fault, not your fault. Okay? I'm doing that because I want to. I actually stop here because I want to express, to make it very clear that I'm doing this. So I'm stopping you from coming in myself so that I can come in. So it's my fault, and I'm doing that to do a demonstration. Really, when you come stop me, this is what I want to do. I want to drive forward, okay? Or from here, this I want to get as close as possible. Okay, so you're failing because of me. So you have a good excuse. Let's try that again. So first goal, I don't want you to try to wrap the hand. I want you to get chest to chest to me with a good block. Ah. Okay, cool. Let me try again. I'm going to try to pull my hand out. You're going to do the same thing, wrap. Yes, but most importantly, go chest to chest. Not even close for me. Cool. Right, so that's how I make him a better training partner. I try to find the hole. I just give him a little bit of resistance over there. And we keep on finding the holes until there's no more holes. Until he's got a solid technique. And then we speed it up. We add more pressure. We turn it into a fight. Because it's one thing doing it against somebody cooperative. So that's kind of the beauty of where it lies. It's resistance, but just enough resistance to help you learn. If I have somebody who's fumbling and struggling, no resistance. Start with no resistance, and gradually we add a little bit. Be realistic of where you are, and be realistic of where your partner is. Okay, and if they're really struggling, you're not helping them. It's too much resistance to where they are. They're not learning anything. Okay, let's go.